to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. And everybody has been waiting on this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Lincoln Riley before the game. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis. The Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. So Arizona State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can...
It's a running room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Turns it upfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Pratt. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Trojans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And I think this USC defense, man, this defensive line in particular, if they can present some of these challenges, man, there's a lot of lineage of guys that have come through this building. But Palmer, they're trying to get back to that, right? To find those new guys that can come in and dominate the games and dominate trenches on that defensive side of the football.
Yeah, David, that's one thing we've seen over time, I think, at USC is those difference makers on this D-line. Think back to guys like Leonard Williams, early draft picks in the NFL, and guys who had a lot of success at the next level. They always recruit a ton of talent on this D-line, and they do a good job developing these guys, and I think in this game, these guys have to be able to take over.
He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. It's first down for back at their own 24-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. They're going to run it. Quick step and go. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. In some ways, guys, it feels as if the first part of the season has built to this, a real chance to prove yourself in a battle between number 1 and number 2.
I think this is a game, guys, that's really going to define the path to the national championship. It's rare that you get this 1 versus 2 matchup at this time of the year. So you know here, David, the energy is just going to be off the charts.
Yeah, because we already know midway through the season now what these teams are. And they're great teams that are trying to get into the playoffs. So whoever gets this dub now, you got a win against a top team for your resume.
And the RPO got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Bring him down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's got him still on his feet. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he...
Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Making the adjustment. Looking for room. It's Pratt. Runs for the tackle. You'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The run to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And I'm kind of surprised that's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Five-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. First down, 10 yards to go. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes a catch.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it in his belly. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. They'll give it to him again. Got a little space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the...
And he's got room. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Powers forward. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Pratt. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pratt. Oh, he's got some space. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, it's Pratt. Crosses the 30. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 10-yard line. The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Quick catch. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Under pressure. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking for a deep man. Goes high to pull it in. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down to the air. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He wants to throw it again. They're working that left side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Sun Devils will try to move the chains on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
On the run, it's Francis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Running inside, it's Tyree. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Francis. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the air. On the move. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on 2nd and short.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got his man, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Headed to the edge, it's Francis. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Snags it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rush is on. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on fourth down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Hits inside. It's Francis. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll send the back in motion. Finds a crease, it's Tyree. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his target. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out wide right, it's Knox. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Caught, it's Knox. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 13 team, the Army Black Knights. And it's the Owls coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the Coliseum. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
USC's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Second and long here. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Gonna look downfield again. Right side, it's Francis. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, USC. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Drives inside. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that 1st down mark.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pratt. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Makes the grab. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally, don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. For 6. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pratt. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Great shot. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He'll pull it down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. From the gun. Touchdown ASU. They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Snap in the shotgun. Holds on, it's Barmore. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They go to the wide receiver screen. Jumped on top of the pile.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man all by himself. Flying out to the left. All the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on B.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
He's going for a big play downfield. Got it down the field. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. At the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Sun Devils have moved it inside the 20. Tight end now in motion. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Pratt. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick give, it's Pratt. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the point after is good. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. they'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off play action. Finds a man in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Powers inside. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Second down, going to throw it. The short hands. It's Barmore. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Pushes ahead. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Lost the throw on first. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw again. Slips a tackle. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man on the right. Bust through behind his pad. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Reels it in. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown, Trojans. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Under pressure. Keeps the play going. Feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Rid of it on the RPO. He'll be dropped. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. The quick game. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
Got to make the play on fourth. Got his man. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Trojans used their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Keeps it moving. It's Pratt. Breaks into the open. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Power ahead. And he breaks the play. Touchdown ASU. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Trojans sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Long way to go on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Makes the grab. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Unloads it left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high-percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
He's got it. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He'll throw it for everything he's got to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got two great offenses going back and forth. You just...
Oh, a lot of space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Throws toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.